creature easily overwhelms them both at first, forcing the brothers to work together. Despite his efforts, more of his squadron are quickly taken down. He manages to detach the flaming explosive, sending it crashing into the enemy vessel.
Let's get this thing in the air.
Konoha.
Welcome to Cephastok Movie Recaps. Today we delve into the details of Predator Killer of Killers full movie recap. If you're new to this channel, please do subscribe and let us know where you're watching from in the comments section. Your support is greatly appreciated, my dear friend. Thank you. The movie begins in Scandinavia, 841 AD.
Our men will be glad to return home.
Queen Ursa leads her Viking clan across the seas to battle the Krivich tribe.
My beautiful son.
With her son Anders by her side, she readies him for war, teaching him to kill when needed as their enemies await. They storm a Krivich camp, swiftly overpowering it. Only one survivor remains. Queen Ursa demands the location of his leader,
Zoran.
When he resists, she drives her axe into his side, breaking his silence.
No!
Is Zoran.
Broken, he reveals Zoran is hiding above the waters of Lake Ladoga. Ursa tells Anders to finish the man, but when he warns that his end will haunt him, Ursa abruptly silences him with her axe strike. Above them, a mysterious predator ship begins its descent. Before setting out to find Zoran,
Get your rest.
Ursa explains to Anders the reason behind their hunt.
It's time
A flashback reveals a painful memory. Zoran had given Ursa's father, Einar, a cruel choice: take his life and doom his daughter, or make her do it to survive. Einar chooses to protect her, placing her hand on Zoran's blade and guiding it into his chest.
Find strength in this.
He makes Ursa promise to one day seek justice.
A monster.
Unseen in the shadows, a predator observes the moment in silence, studying the humans with growing interest. The next day, the Vikings reach Zoran's camp. Ursa and her warriors fiercely battle his soldiers, leaving none standing. As they push deeper behind enemy lines, a silent predator watches their every move from the shadows, unseen and waiting. The Vikings break into Zoran's home, where the warlord fails to recognize Ursa until she speaks her father's name.
Who?
Zoran mocks her with bitter words,
Silent.
but Anders swiftly ends the confrontation. Just then, a towering predator emerges from the shadows. It begins attacking the Vikings with overwhelming force. Chaos erupts as the creature moves through them with speed and power. Anders stands frozen in its path, but Ursa leaps in, taking the full impact of the predator's sonic blast, sending her crashing into the frozen river below. Beneath the icy water, Ursa awakens to haunting memories of her father. The relentless predator approaches, but she stays hidden below the surface, buying time to think. Unable to sense her heat, the predator removes its detection gear to search visually. Ursa quietly escapes, taking cover behind frozen boats. The predator unleashes its sonic blast, shattering most of the boats and forcing Ursa out into the open. With nowhere left to hide, she prepares herself for the battle that now seems impossible to avoid. With some quick thinking, Ursa surprises the predator during a fierce fight, tying an anchor to its hand and sending it plunging beneath the thick ice, using the weight to trap it below. As it struggles, she blocks its sonic blast with her shield, propelling herself to safety while the force drives the predator onto the anchor below. Broken, Ursa returns to Zoran's home and finds Anders badly wounded.
Mother.
With fading strength, he asks if the creature was defeated.
Anders! No, no!
Ursa holds him close, silently mourning as he takes his final breath. Later, Ursa is seen in a different place, wearing a collar around her neck. Beside her stands another man, also collared, both clearly held captive, their fates now uncertain in this unfamiliar place.
Konohava.
The story shifts to feudal Japan in 1609, where brothers Kenji and Kiyoshi Kamakami live under the rule of their powerful father, a regional warlord. The two share a strong bond, often training and enjoying peaceful moments together. However, their father demands they duel to decide who will inherit his position. Kenji refuses to raise his blade, but Kiyoshi unexpectedly strikes, leaving a cut on Kenji's cheek. Shocked and unprepared for betrayal, Kenji flees, heartbroken and afraid. This marks the beginning of a new chapter in the legacy of the Kamakami clan. Welcome to the era of the Sword Dynasty. 20 years later, their father passes away, with only Kiyoshi, now the ruling lord, present to honor him. Kenji, living in secret as a shinobi, hears the news and sets out to find his brother. Unbeknownst to them, a new predator watches from the shadows, silently tracking its next target in the land of the rising sun. Kenji silently infiltrates the castle, swiftly disabling guards and overwhelming hordes of samurai. As Kiyoshi completes the burial, Kenji moves across rooftops, unnoticed until one strike gives him away. Kiyoshi's men prepare to defend, but Kenji uses disguise and smoke explosives, breaking through with precision until he nears Kiyoshi. The brothers face off once more in a tense duel from a distance. The predator watches as the brothers clash. Kenji shows greater skill in battle, though his tactics stray from the honorable ways of the samurai, setting him apart from tradition. In a mirrored moment, Kenji marks Kiyoshi's cheek as once done to him, who then slips and falls into the river below. As Kenji begins to feel remorse for his brother's fall, the predator reveals itself, having marked Kenji as the strongest warrior. Chaos erupts as Kiyoshi's guards attempt to stop the creature, only to be swiftly overwhelmed in a battle that tears through the castle halls. Kenji narrowly escapes, spotting the predator above in stealth mode. He strikes its foot with a hidden blade, then flees toward the river below for safety. On the ground, Kenji is suddenly ambushed by Kiyoshi, but their fight is cut short when the predator strikes, injuring Kiyoshi. The creature easily overwhelms them both at first, forcing the brothers to work together. They trick the predator into getting caught by one of its own explosive devices, causing heavy damage. As its camouflage activates again, the brothers wait patiently. A falling leaf reveals its position, and together they strike, defeating it. By the water, Kiyoshi weakens from his wounds. Kenji stays beside him, offering comfort in his final moments. After Kiyoshi passes, Kenji is later seen inside a cell, just like Ursa. A third figure stands nearby, wearing military dog tags, hinting that this battle is only part of a larger story. Definitely. Florida, 1941. John Torres and his father pull over as their truck breaks down. His father explains he flooded the engine and encourages John to learn basic repairs.
I'd like to be a pilot one day.
Aware of his son's dream to fly, he then hands him a draft notice from the president, an invitation to join the Army Air Corps and pursue the skies.
Dreams. I'm done bailing you out, mijo.
Torres accepts with surprised determination, introducing us to the bullet territory. In 1942, over the North Atlantic, John Torres is now a young pilot serving in World War II under Captain Vandy. Assigned to fly a Wildcat fighter, He's ordered to repair damage he caused to his own aircraft. Frustrated, Torres insists he's a pilot, not a mechanic.
Sir, I'm a pilot.
Suddenly, a fiery crash breaks the tension. An allied plane spirals down, and a fellow soldier is found critically injured.
What in the world?
As Captain Vandy leads a team to investigate, Torres discovers a strange piece of alien machinery embedded in the wreckage. While inspecting it, the device activates and shoots into the sky, sparking chaos. Torres quickly realizes the other pilots may be flying straight into danger.
I already told you, they're out of range.
Without hesitation, he climbs into his still damaged plane and takes off, determined to warn and protect his squadron.
Thing barely starts, man!
Though unsure of what lies ahead, Torres follows his instincts. Clearly, his comrade fears Torres won't survive the mission ahead.
He's going to die.
By the time Torres reaches his fellow pilots, a Predator starship has already begun eliminating them one by one using advanced weapons far beyond anything the US military possesses.
Of course I do, I'm just... Bring me back!
Torres's plane is hit, forcing him to eject midair to avoid disaster. Despite his efforts, more of his squadron are quickly taken down. He manages to detach the flaming explosive, sending it crashing into the enemy vessel.
No one is coming to bail us out.
I think it only sees heat.
Realizing the Predator tracks heat, Torres and Captain Vandy fly high to cool their planes and shut off their engines. Vandy volunteers not to turn off his engine, buying time for Torres.
No, sir! Do it!
Sadly, he's struck down immediately, leaving Torres stunned but hidden from the Predator's sensors. As he descends, Torres targets the Predator's ship, crashing into its rear. He restarts his engine just as they approach enemy lines. Cannons and artillery fire, but Torres's maneuver sends the Predator's ship plunging into the sea.
Never thought I'd be so happy to see the enemy.
The threat seems over, until the ship rises again. In one final move, Torres allows the Predator to harpoon his aircraft.
Come on, what do I got? What do I got? What that? Gotta flood the engine.
He then tricks it, letting the harpoon yank out his engine, which swings back and crashes down onto the Predator's ship, destroying it completely. Torres falls into the ocean below, battered but alive, and fires a flare into the sky, hoping for rescue. Sometime after World War II, Torres is working in his family's garage when the ground begins to shake. Stepping outside to investigate, he's stunned to see a massive Predator ship, which suddenly pulls him aboard. Inside the ship, Torres wakes up disoriented and confused.
Oh God.
He's soon moved to another cell where he meets Ursa and Kenji, both shackled like him. Ursa greets him with a firm spit into his palm, clearly unimpressed. Torres tries to speak with Kenji in broken Japanese but ends up calling himself a wonderful fish, leaving Kenji bewildered. Realizing he's not making progress, Torres decides to keep quiet. All three had defeated Predator warriors in battle before being captured and placed into cryosleep. Though separated by centuries, they now find themselves together on the same alien ship, unsure of where they are. Language barriers complicate communication, but each wears a strange collar, marking them as part of something much larger. After traveling through time, the trio is brought to a gladiator arena on a distant planet. They're greeted by a Predator warlord wearing a cape made of xenomorph spines. Using a translation device, he commands them to fight one another for the entertainment of the cheering Yautja crowd. To show the stakes, the warlord activates a collar, instantly eliminating a criminal Predator. making it clear this is a fight to survive. The trio is given weapons from their own eras. Ursa wields her axe, Kenji his sword, and Torres a flintlock pistol.
No!
If they refuse to fight, the warlord predator can activate their collars as a deadly threat. Ursa, driven by grief, charges into battle, hoping to reunite with her son.
Guys!
Torres tries to avoid conflict, while Kenji defends himself, believing they can defeat the warlord together. As tensions rise, the predators unleash a massive alien beast that swallows Torres.
But nobody is gonna
Despite the language barrier, the three realize their best chance of survival is teamwork. Ursa and Kenji battle the creature outside, while Torres wounds it from within. Eventually, they finally defeat the creature, and a machine buries its body underground, though Torres is still trapped inside. Ursa braces for Kenji's final strike, but he refuses to harm her. As the warlord predator prepares to activate their collars, Torres disables them after escaping the beast, riding in on a stolen hoverbike. The warlord dismantles the hoverbike, throwing the three heroes aside. Undeterred, Ursa and Kenji charge at him, giving Torres time to slip away and head for the ship.
Let's get this thing in the air.
Despite their efforts, the warlord overpowers them, pinning both to the ground and nearly striking Kenji. A blast from the ship's engines hurls the warlord toward a cliff's edge. Ursa and Kenji, injured, press on. The warlord's spear severs Kenji's arm. The group battles their way to the ship, only for a harpoon to anchor it in place. Ursa stays behind, disabling it and allowing Torres and Kenji to escape into the sky.
What are you doing?
The warlord, rallying his forces, declares a hunt immediately and leads a fleet of predator ships in pursuit. Meanwhile, Ursa, unconscious, is placed in stasis with other warriors who have defeated predators, including Neru from Prey, the Comanche fighter who once protected her people from a predator threat. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe to our channel if you haven't and let us know where you're watching from in the comments section. Your support is greatly appreciated, my dear friend. Feel free to click on the next video. Thank you.